Hey everyone, Mitch back here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing the Carenado M20R Ovation that was just dropped for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It actually caught me a little bit by surprise that Carenado dropped this airplane when they did. I was actually in the middle of a work day and somebody sent me a message saying, hey, they actually released the Ovation. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess it's time for another review video. So we're just going to cover some basic features. It's a 280 horsepower airplane cruising at around 174 knots and has quite a bit of a range, just over 1,000 nautical miles of range. If you think about it, if you start loading it up with some weight, it's definitely going to drop its range down quite a bit more. But some features, it does include the default GNS 530, which you'll see a little bit later on in the video here. Definitely is a big lacking aspect of this airplane. So hopefully, if we start seeing some customizable features in the future with 2020, that there'll be some integration from third-party developers with GNS units, also GTN units, and maybe even some older style units like a KLN 90B. That would be pretty cool to throw KLN 90B into the Ovation. But either way, it does include some custom features in it, which is like the KFC 150 autopilot that you'll see me using briefly, as well as the standard stuff like an ADF has DME built into it, transponder, and your typical Nav1 and COM2. Sorry, Nav2 and COM2 features. Overall, the airplane looks and performs pretty well with the flight dynamics in the sim. I did notice that with the sensitivity that I have set for my joysticks on certain airplanes, that this one is a little bit more sensitive, so I'd have to go back and change my sensitivity settings a little bit. And it's very noticeable on the landing, where you'll notice that the rudder is very sensitive and the wheel brakes too. And I recommend that if you're somebody that uses a single brake axis, that you're very careful with using the brakes here, as it does lock up both main wheels very easily. If you're someone that uses rudder pedals, it should be a little bit more on the easier side to control this airplane on the ground. But I did notice, as somebody who's just using a single joystick, that that is something that I did notice a little bit more on the sensitive side. Does have some great sounds in it. Not really too sure compared to the real life Mooney how it compares in the sim here, but it does sound great. It wearing my Bose Q35s, the sounds do sound really good. But like I said, I can't compare to a real life Mooney and what it sounds like with that engine in it. Typical stuff that we've seen before, PBR textures. Airplane looks great. Does come with a couple repaints as well. I believe it's up to 4 repaints. All this stuff, all this information can be found in the simulator itself, in the Microsoft store, in the sim. So once again, if you don't know where to go for that, you go to the marketplace, official content, and then you're going to want to go to third-party developers or aircraft, whatever is the best way to find the airplane. And you'll sit there and be able to see that it's the M20R Ovation right on screen there. And go and purchase it. I believe it's $32.99. Looking at my screen right now as I record the audio here, it says I own it, so I can't look back at the price on it, but I believe that's what it is. $32.99 Canadian is what it cost me. Not really sure what that is in American, but do the conversion in the moment and you'll be able to find out. I'm just going to quiet up now, let you guys enjoy the rest of the video here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, what you think of the Mooney M20R Ovation done by Carenado here. For the most part, I have pretty positive reviews, and I can see myself actually flying this airplane a little bit more than the 182 that I reviewed about a month ago when the simulator came out. So thank you guys so much for watching today. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next review video.